My name is Kevin. I'm a 37-year-old single father. My ex-wife Jennifer disappeared about 6 years ago, leaving me with a 4-month-old daughter. As it was, she never came back. Do you have any idea why Jennifer left? No, we haven't had a single argument in months.
What about elopement? Did Jennifer have any other man in her life?
I never doubted her. You both know how serious of a person Jennifer is. That's true. So the trail of another man must be empty.
Did you file a missing persons report with the police?
Of course. I also consulted the police, but they apparently cannot actively search unless there is criminal aspect to the case.
What is that? I don't understand why we need the police.
I wouldn't know what to tell you about that. You filed a missing persons report anyway, didn't you? Let's just wait and see how things go for a while.
Right. The bigger issue now is Anne. Leaving a 4-month-old daughter behind and running away is her failure as a mother.
From that day on, it was just me and my daughter Anne. The days of mental exhaustion from balancing work with the unfamiliarity of raising a child continued for the next year. In the meantime, we even hired a detective to help us locate Jennifer, but we never found out where she was. Then, about a year after living with my daughter, I had a fateful encounter with a woman at the daycare center where I was taking my daughter. Her name was Jane, a 29-year-old single mother. She wasn't particularly beautiful, but she had a charming personality, was talkative, and had a bright and kind personality. Since Jennifer and I were still married at the time, Jane and I didn't develop a special relationship, but we began to meet and talk frequently at coffee shops and family restaurants. And there I learned a shocking fact about Jennifer. Jane, did your ex-husband cheat on you?
Yes, that's right. Apparently, he met his lover through a dating service. He went to a hotel with her several times while I was pregnant.
Well, that's a disaster. Did you get compensation from the woman?
I couldn't deal with her because her identity was unknown. All the names and addresses my ex-husband told me were completely false.
She's very skilled. I bet you she did it in case the wife found out.
I guess so, but I kept a picture of her face that was left on the dating site just in case. I thought I'd catch her if I saw her face on the street someday.
I see. What does she look like? Let me take a look.
It's fine, but don't be swooned by her, Kevin. That woman is especially beautiful, but she's also a terrible person.
So I got Jane to show me the photo of her former husband's mistress. The face of the woman reflected on the smartphone screen was indeed a peerless beauty. At that moment, a huge shock like a thunderbolt ran through my whole body. Of course, it was not because the woman in the photo was too beautiful, or because I fell in love with her at first sight. The reason I was shocked was because the woman in the photo was the person I had been desperately searching for in the past year. Jennifer? Why would Jennifer be with Jane's ex-husband?
Kevin, you know this woman?
She's my wife who disappeared a year ago.
No way. So this is Anne's mother?
Jane, when did you discover that your ex-husband was having an affair?
Yes, about 2 years ago, roughly. That's when I got divorced.
I see. If so, that would coincide right around the time Jennifer got pregnant with Anne.
Oh, wait, what? That's a bit much, don't you think?
Actually, I was told by a doctor that I was having difficulty having children. Jennifer and I have been undergoing infertility treatment together for a long time.
Maybe Anne was the child resulting from that infertility treatment.
No, Anne was a natural pregnancy. When I was told by Jennifer that she was pregnant, I was ecstatic and felt like it was a miracle.
Oh no. That means it's true.
I then asked Jane to connect me with her ex-husband. This is, of course, to ascertain whose child Anne is.
There's no way that woman could have gotten pregnant with my child. We never had sexual intercourse after all.
Please don't lie now that we've come this far.
Okay, fine. So what's your child's blood type?
It's AB. I'm sure of it because I had it tested at birth.
I'm a type O. How could I, a type O man, have a type AB child?
Jane, is it true what he said? Yes, it's true. My son has the same type O.
Now you know. I didn't get that woman pregnant.
But it's certain that you were having an affair with Jennifer, even though you knew she was married. You will be taking responsibility for that from now on. Is that okay with you, Jane? It's fine by me. He's already an ex-husband to me.
Oh, I see.
Several weeks later, I requested compensation from Jane's ex-husband through a lawyer. As the evidence of the affair was enough, thanks to Jane, my victory seemed guaranteed, but Jennifer's whereabouts were still unknown. The incident took a sudden turn 2 months later when I received a call from Jane's ex-husband saying that Jennifer had come to his house. For him, I was like an enemy of the worst kind, but it seems that offering to reduce the compensation in exchange for information leading to Jennifer's discovery was effective during the mediation. According to the information from Jane's ex-husband, Jennifer came to him for money without any care. It seemed that she was having an affair with a man with a wife and children, and she was being sued by the man's wife. Jane's ex-husband told Jennifer that he would have the money ready by next week and instructed her to come to his apartment again. I asked for time off from work and took the day off to await Jennifer's arrival at Jane's ex-husband's house. Of course, Jane, who was one of the victims of the affair, was also with me, and about an hour after we arrived at Jane's ex-husband's apartment, the time finally came. What? Who are you guys? Why is Kevin here? Actually, I know his ex-wife. I was told that you'd be here. You traitor! You betrayed me!
You're the one who betrayed me first. You just dumped all the responsibility for the affair on me and disappeared on your own.
I don't care about that. More importantly, why did you leave Anne and disappear? Anne is your precious daughter whom you painfully gave birth to, right? Haha, I didn't want a child. If I had a child, I wouldn't be able to play around with men freely. What are you talking about? Are you still a mother? Why did you go to infertility treatment? When I said I wanted to get treatment, what was it that made you agree to it so wholeheartedly? If I refused, I would be in trouble. You were only good at making money. I just didn't want to give up my luxurious life. That's a contradiction. Why didn't you just stop playing with men and be there for Anne? Men are better than money. That's all there is to it. In fact, at this time, the issue of who Anne's father was had already been resolved. This is because the DNA results confirm that Anne was my child. With little hope of conceiving naturally due to my infertility, Jennifer's pregnancy was truly a miracle. Of course, for Jennifer, it was an unwanted miracle. Anyway, I don't have the luxury to worry about you guys now. I'm in trouble because I'm being sued by the wife of one of the men I toyed with. If you keep doing bad things, one day you will be punished. Well, I guess this is your own doing. You're being too loud. Don't be sarcastic. Don't get ahead of yourself. I have a wonderful present for you today. A present? I don't eat anything that doesn't make money. That's good. What I have for you is exactly what you want, though I'll be the one making the profit. What? What does that mean? I handed Jennifer a letter. It was a demand letter for compensation that I had hastily made with a lawyer in preparation for today. It included a request for $50,000 as compensation for Jennifer's affair, expenses accrued during her search, and half of Anne's annual childcare expenses, totaling $75,000. $75,000? I'm being sued for alimony by another guy too, you know. There's no way I could pay that much money. Hey, don't forget about me. I'll also make a proper demand for compensation from you. What? Looks like it'll easily surpass $100,000, but I don't intend to lose even a penny. We're a married couple, right? Please, think about it again. Leaving our precious daughter behind and losing track of her, and you dare say that? But the time has finally come for me to clear up the grudge against you. I've been waiting for this day. This is the anger coming from Anne and me.
Remember it well. Afterwards, it wasn't the full amount demanded, but I was able to receive $60,000 as compensation from Jennifer. Jennifer ended up shouldering a debt of exactly $100,000, including $20,000 from Jane and another $20,000 from the wife of another man she had an affair with. She currently continues to make monthly payments of $2,500 each month while working in the sex industry, specializing in videos featuring mature women. She may not be able to continue in these types of jobs forever, and I may not be able to recover the full amount of compensation demanded. But Jennifer facing misfortune is enough for me. On the other hand, I married Jane about a year later. We already had a good relationship, so it didn't take long for us to become close after I divorced Jennifer. Now our children have become elementary school students, and my wife and I are busy raising them. Being able to watch the children grow up close by is the greatest joy for me. Thank you for watching. Did you enjoy it? We look forward to your next viewing and appreciate your channel subscription.